خیلی خوش اومدید به یه قسمت دیگه برنامه‌های یوتیوب من. امروز هم باز یه مهمون خیلی باحال براتون دارم. دفعه پیش که با روزیتا دختر ماداگاسکاری یا ماداگاسی که صحبت کردیم و فارسی صحبت می‌کردیم که خیلی استقبال کردید. داستان چیه؟ مهمون امروز برنامه‌مون کندیه. یه دختری که من تو یوتیوب پیدا کردم. چه جوری؟ یه روزی داشتم سرچ می‌کردم توی یوتیوب برای شهر موردووا که قرار بود بریم چند روز پیش و دیدم ویدیوی دختری اومد بالا که داره خیلی خوب انگلیسی صحبت میکنه. به خودم گفتم که چقدر جالب، میتونه سوژه خیلی باحالی باشه، بشینیم با هم دیگه انگلیسی صحبت کنیم و حالا با زیرنویس برای شما ویدیو رو پخش کنیم. بلافاصله همونجا ایمیلش رو پیدا کردم، بهش ایمیل زدم. کندی هم خیلی زود جواب منو داد. فکر میکنم البته هنوز کامل نمیدونم، فکر کنم 15 16 سالشه، بیشتر متوجه میشیم توی ویدیو و با هم دیگه صحبت کردیم و ایمیل بازی کردیم و امروز هم که روز آخر ماداگاسکار ما هست، کندی اومده مهمون برنامه ماست و ما می‌خوایم باهاش بیشتر آشنا بشیم. من تو طول این برنامه بچه‌ها انگلیسی صحبت می‌کنم. انگلیسی من پرفکت نیست، خیلی هم خوب نیست. همون چیزی که بچگی میدونستم. خلاصه ببخشید اگه یه سری جاها اشتباه دارم، ولی به هر حال دوست داشتم این مصاحبه انجام بشه و دلیلش اینه. Okay, Candy. Welcome first of all.
Thank you.
Is it your real name, Candy, or
Yes, it
really?
is. It is.
I didn't think so. I was thinking maybe you have different name and it's your nickname.
Oh no, it's
So
Candy.
it is Candy.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
a usual name in Madagascar or no?
I wouldn't say so because it's not a traditional Malagasy name, but it's not uncommon either because I've met a lot of people with the same name. So it's not uncommon, but it's not traditional.
Oh,
either.
great. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself to my viewers.
Okay.
How old are you? How did you become a YouTuber and how did you start this process?
Hello, my name is Candy. I am 16 years old. I was born and raised in Madagascar, although I did spend a little bit of time in South Africa, which is how I speak English. And since people in Madagascar don't speak a lot of English, I decided it was like a great opportunity for me to make content about Madagascar in English because most content in Madagascar, well, from Malagasy creators, are in French. And so I thought, why don't I make content in English? And I did that. And I wouldn't really consider myself a YouTuber. But
You are.
well, I just do it for a passion. It's just like something that I'm passionate about. And I also love to do video editing. So it's like the perfect place for me, I think.
Okay, when you think about the future, what do you hope to become? I mean, what do you see in your future? Especially about the YouTube I'm talking, or
the
social
YouTube.
media.
Well, I would really hope to monetize it one day. I think that would be great. For the moment, like for now, I don't consider it like as a primary source of income,
Yeah.
mainly because it looks very unstable, especially coming from a place like Madagascar. So I wouldn't say I'm considering that as, you know, my permanent job, but I do hope to monetize it someday and maybe grow it a little bit more as, you know, maybe a little side hustle.
How is the process right now? I mean, you need 4,000
Yes.
watch hour and you need 1,000 subscribers. How is the
It's-
process right now? I can ask my
it's a-
viewers to subscribe you more.
Yes, that would be nice.
Yeah,
but
sure.
It's slow because I have to do school as well.
Yeah.
So to balance it out is kind of complicated, you know, and making YouTube videos is a little bit, it's not an easy process.
Sure.
Yeah, especially the editing part, I find that's the
You do
hardest.
all the stuff by yourself.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
oh, great. So you
God.
shoot, you edit. What is your equipment? Can you tell to viewers?
I have an iPhone X and a DSLR camera that was gifted to me a couple of years ago. And
It was a gift.
yes, from my mom actually.
Yeah. By the way, she's here with
Thank
us.
you, mommy.
Okay.
So I use that, and as for my editing program, I use DaVinci Resolve. I'm actually
Wow. So professional.
I'm still learning it, but
Good.
yeah, I'm still in the process. Previously, I used to use CapCut, but I decided it doesn't have enough features for like
Sure.
the things that I want to do. So I thought, why don't I just switch to DaVinci Resolve?
You edit with a high-end application, actually.
Thank
Let
you
me
so
tell you
much.
something. Actually, we have something in common. When I was 15 or 16, I don't remember exactly, my mother bought me a DSLR camera at that
Oh,
time. Yeah, and I started like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
interesting.
25, 26 years ago.
Oh,
It was the beginning for me. Yeah, I always remember that day, and you have the same common things like this with me. Okay, have you heard anything about Iran before?
To be honest, I just know it as a country, but I haven't really met. I don't think I've met anyone from there before.
Really?
Actually. No,
I'm the first one.
Yes, you
Oh,
too. Actually.
good.
And
What
I
comes
don't-
in your mind when I talk about Iran? I mean,
Iran.
Persian people.
Persian, if it's Persia, I think of the Bible mainly because that's where I get most of the information of Persia from. But Iran is just a country. It's just a country. I don't really have any links to Iran, to be honest. And then Persian people is just the Bible to me. And also, I know this one person. I know her from TikTok, and she says she's Persian, but she lives in
What's her
America.
name?
I forgot. She's just a content creator that I really like.
Great.
But she says she's Persian. She's really proud of her culture, and she lives in America, and that's also one of the things that comes to mind. But not much, to be honest.
Nice. Nice. So, Candy, what is your dream collaboration? Do you have something on your mind? Any YouTuber or anyone?
I don't have a dream collaboration.
Really?
No, I don't. I'm just happy to collaborate with anyone that's nice and that has a nice channel. But at the moment, I don't have someone that I've set my mind on. That I really want to collaborate with this person. No, not right now.
When you imagine about the future, how do you see yourself in 10 years?
26.
Where are you exactly? What are you doing?
Honestly, I think I would hope to be abroad because I want to study abroad
Mm-hmm.
and I want to. I think it has a better education than here. So at 26, I think I'll probably be in the workforce or something like that. And I am planning to maybe return in my later years when I have enough money, when I can rest here in Madagascar. But I think I would just be a normal person in the workforce, maybe working. I don't mind having a regular job, like a 9 to 5 as well. As long as it pays good, then I think it's fine for me. So yeah, probably abroad and working a 9 to 5.
So you will be in Madagascar?
No.
No.
Probably working
where
abroad.
will you be?
I want to work abroad, maybe in a more developed country
Okay.
where I can maybe, get more money, and then maybe later on in my 40s, maybe 50s it seems very far, but maybe in my 40s I want to come back here and relax a little bit once I do have enough money, because I think it's a great place to relax and tour and visit, but not exactly the best place to work or to study.
I got it. Good. What's something people usually get wrong about Madagascar?
That there are penguins.
They think you have penguins here,
Yes,
but
yes.
it's in South Africa, I think.
Yes, we
Yeah.
actually went to visit Penguin Park, and we saw the penguins for the first time.
Why?
But-
Because of the cartoon?
No, it was just because yes, let's go see penguins. We're
Really?
curious, yeah.
And what else
Um,
comes in your mind
when
about?
the misconceptions.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, a lot of people don't even know it exists. A lot of people think it was just made up for the movie, and
Great.
yeah. And when I tell people I'm from Madagascar, they're like, "What? That's a real place?" Or some people they thought it was like a city, and they don't even know that it's in Africa. There's a lot of, because of the movie, a lot of people know nothing about Madagascar
Exactly.
except for the movie.
Yeah. The only source they have is that
It's
movie.
the movie, yes.
Yeah.
And also, we're not we don't, how do I say this? Let's say in our politics, we're not involved in a lot of different things. And on social media, we're also not that big, it's maybe on French social media. I've seen a big Malagasy content creator in France,
Mhm.
but in the English speaking world, there's barely any people from Madagascar.
And who is the most famous content creator here in Madagascar? Do you know?
I don't know actually. I don't really consume a lot of content from people here in Madagascar. But based on what I've seen, I would guess it's probably a dancer.
Dancer.
Or someone who is like a singer or a comedian.
Yeah. What about the music? Who is the most famous singer in your
don't
country?
know
Really?
either.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't listen to music here.
Really? You don't listen to local music here?
No.
So
I
what
think
kind
my
of
mom
music?
does. She can.
Yeah, maybe she knows. Who is the most famous one? What was the name?
Samuela. She said
Samuela.
Samuela.
Nice, nice.
I think he was like he's like one of the oldies type of people.
Is he alive?
Is he alive?
Even you don't know.
I only know his songs. His songs are very popular, but I don't know.
About the music, have you ever heard about Persian music? For sure, no.
No, sorry.
I will send you one.
Okay.
You should try, yeah.
Maybe I should research a little bit more on it.
If you could be the president of Madagascar for one day, just for one day, okay? What's the first thing you would do?
This is a hard question because there's so many things that need to be resolved that will take a lot of time. But for one day, I think, can I do something like permanently, like set something?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Why not?
I would probably reset the whole entire education system.
Reset.
I think it needs a whole entire reset.
But that was a good point. The
Yeah.
education. Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of problems do stem from the education not being up to the
So you
standard
would
that
do
we
something for education.
Yes.
Perfect.
Something like that.
Nice answer. What would you do if you had unlimited time and money in your life?
Unlimited time and money. I would probably travel the world like you. I think
Oh,
that's one of
great.
my dreams.
We don't have that much money, but we do it. Good.
But with a lot of money, I think it's possible. And yes, unlimited time as well. I can spend a lot of time in each place without, because I see when people travel the world, they have to cram in every single location. Like when they come in a country, some people, they spend like a week in a country and then they have to leave to the next and then to the next. And so with unlimited time, I can do a lot of things with a lot of money as well.
Good. So this question is interesting also. If you had a global loudspeaker and you could say one sentence that the whole world would hear, what would you say? You will say one sentence in a loudspeaker and the globe.
I've never heard that. That's a new question.
Yeah, it's fantasy.
I'll just say something off the top of my head because I feel like that takes a lot of time, that question. But I would probably say like, oh, Madagascar is real and it's not just the movie.
No.
Because
No.
I don't really have anything else to say apart from that.
So I think you are trying to introduce Madagascar to whole world.
Yes,
actually on your
yes.
channel. Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
saw it. And I saw some videos that you were talking about bad things about here, maybe something.
Yes,
And you said
because-
maybe I will move one day from here.
One day. I think, you know, as someone who's lived here for quite a while, a lot of the content, well, the very little content on Madagascar, it's very glamorized, and I don't blame them for making glamorized content, but you know, I also want to show a more balanced side. And I haven't really seen anyone talk about the disadvantages.
We did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good things and bad things. It should be like this.
Yes,
actually.
yes.
Yeah.
Because most of the times I see people only
Yeah.
talk about, oh, the beaches are nice, people are
Yeah.
nice, which is true, but
You have the best nature,
yes,
and
yes.
beside it, you have you have so many bad things here also.
yeah.
So we did it actually.
Yeah, oh, that's
good.
good then.
What does happiness means to you?
Happiness. These feel like questions on the therapy session. I would say it would probably be finding people that resonate with you and that, you know, you can spend a good time together. And although I wouldn't say I'm not like the most social person, I'm not the most outgoing person.
No,
but
you're not.
No, actually.
So-
Yeah.
So we are lucky you're here.
Yes, definitely. Actually, I rarely check my email, so you can say
Oh,
lucky
we are
then.
so lucky.
Yeah.
But you should be actually. It's in this world you should be because you're working on YouTube.
Yes, but what happiness means to me will probably finding people that resonate with you, that you can spend a good time with, and also having enough money to be able to spend with them. Because if you have enough people but you don't have the money, I don't think
Yeah.
you can do anything.
What scares you the most about growing up?
I think as a young person, you have this sort of spark. I remember when I was younger, I was like, when I grow older, I'm not going to do the things that these old people are doing, because I don't exactly remember what the old people were doing, what I was referring to, but I remember there was like something that there's always a difference between young people and older people.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest fears ever since I was maybe like 10 was losing that spark of being young and, you know, of I can't put my finger on it. I can't precisely say what it is, but there's just something about, there's a big difference between the younger people and maybe the older people. There's like a spark in the youth that I think.
I got it. And this is the last question.
Oh, that's quick.
Do you believe everyone has a purpose or mission? What do you think about your mission in future? What is your mission? What is your purpose?
I do think that everyone has a mission and purpose, because I don't think humans are born as conscious beings for nothing, you know? And I think for me, I don't really know yet, to be honest.
But you think about it sometimes.
Yeah, I do think about what I was meant to do. Sometimes, because I do a lot of volunteering, and sometimes I think, oh, maybe I was supposed to give back to the kids, because I volunteer at a like children's home, and it's for kids that don't. There's a center that is for
Good.
kids that don't have enough education, and a center for kids that don't have parents.
You're talking about Madagascar for sure,
Yes,
first of all.
yeah.
Okay, great.
And an organization here, and a non-profit, and
Yeah.
I volunteer there. And sometimes I think, because I think I have a good education. You know, my education is not here in Madagascar. It's an online school.
And let me ask you about your education. How is it? What is the process right now?
So it's an online school. It's based in South Africa. It's so that I didn't have to like switch curriculums, and I didn't have to struggle with, you know, because we moved here recently in 2023.
Recently, okay.
Yes. So it's so that I didn't have to like struggle with adapting to the new environment and curriculum. But it's also much better in terms of the education that they give. And so I think, as someone who recognizes that I have a better education than a lot of other kids in the country, sometimes I think, maybe my purpose was to give back to these kids, you know, the kids that don't have a lot of access to education. Sometimes I think it's to introduce people to my country, because I had a couple of TikTok videos go viral, and a lot of people said, oh, why don't you introduce us, and why don't you do vlogs and show us your country? So sometimes it's that, but it's definitely something related to my country. And
Good. It's the best goal actually that you have.
Yeah.
And I want to ask my viewers right now, I will talk in Farsi. I want them to subscribe to your channel,
Thank you.
that you can be monetized soon. Because this is the best goal you can have in your life, to help your people, help your community. I think it's so good. First of all, thank you
Thank you so
for
much
being
for
here.
having me.
Yeah, it was so good. It is the first non-Persian podcast of me. Yeah, it
okay.
is. Yeah. So thank you again. And I will talk Farsi with them. شنیدید تو حرفا دیگه. خیلی دوست داره که چنلش مانتایز بشه و خواهش میکنم که من چنلشو براتون میذارم. سابسکرایبش کنید تا جایی که میتونید. من دیدم 300 خورده سابسکرایبر داره و خیلی جالبه که یه دختری تو این سن افکار این شکلی داره، فکر این شکلی داره و انقدر بزرگ فکر میکنه. به نظر من بسیار دختر باهوشیه. بازم معذرت میخوام ازتون اگه من تو انگلیسی حرف زدنم ایراداتی داشتم، و اگر تونستید ازش حمایت بکنید که خیلی خوبه. من خیلی دوست دارم یه آدم این شکلی برای فرهنگ کشور خودش یه قدم مثبت اینطوری برداره. و دم شما هم گرم که چنل رو نگاه میکنید. چنل رد پا رو هم یادتون نره اونجا رو هم سابسکرایب کنید تا برنامه‌های سفر ما رو ببینید و خیلی ممنون. Okay, let's say goodbye to all of them. Bye bye.
Oh, do I do this one or that one?
It's your camera. Bye bye.
Bye.